Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Code Caffeine. So today we're gonna do the valid palindrome from Leet code. So let's read the problem first. So a phrase is a palindrome if after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forward and backward. Alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers. So we are given a string S, and we need to return true if it's a palindrome or false otherwise. So let me rephrase the question. So so let's see the example one. So we have a man and a comma and some spaces and a plan, comma and a colon and another word. So what we need to check is that if we removed all the spaces and the non-alphanumeric character, which is this, is it a palindrome or not? So as you can see, the output is true, which means it is a palindrome. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it now. So what we need to do is first convert S to lowercase. That is, we're go- the problem states that we need to convert all the uppercases later into lowercase. So we just did it by converting it to lowercase. And the next thing is we need to use two pointer method. So in order to test, let's see, um, um, we're gonna copy it. Let's use the simpler version. It's a car. So what we are going to do is use a two pointer method where our first pointer will point to the start of the string, whereas our last pointer or another pointer will point to the end of the string. So what we are going to do is check is is both the character in the pointers same or not. If it's same, then we are going to continue checking if all the remaining character are same. If it's not, then we're going to return false. So what we need to do is for oh, we're gonna declare a variable let left start equals to 0 and end equals to s dot length minus 1. Now what we're gonna run this loop until start is smaller than end. Okay, so if s start equals to end, oh sorry, s end, then we what we need to do, if both the characters of those pointers are equal, then we increment the left pointer by 1 and decrement the right pointer by 1. So start plus plus, end minus minus, and continue. So this will end the loop. Also, in the problem we know that we need to remove all we need to we need to we need to remove all non-alphanumeric characters, right? I mean, we don't have to practically remove it. We can just ignore it if we can just practically ignore it. So const check if alpha numeric. So we have input character. We are making a helper function that checks if it's alphanumeric function, if it's an alphanumeric character or not. So if input character is smaller or equals to a and smaller, sorry, and let me just wrap it in a parenthesis, and if input, sorry, not smaller, it must be greater greater or equals to a, and input character is smaller or equals to small z. Let's wrap it. So this condition checks if it's an alphabet or not, if it's an if it's a valid alphabet or not. Now we need to test for or. Let's just copy it. 0 greater or equals to 0 or greater or smaller than 9. So this will test if it's a valid numerical character or numerical string or not. So if it is, then we return true, else we return false. So if the input character lies between small a and small z, or if it lies between 0, the string 0 and string 9, then it's a valid uh, alphanumeric character. So what we need to do here is if start string, if start string. So uh, let's let's say we had a comma here, right? So once our pointer reaches here, w- it's a non alphanumeric character, so we need to ignore it, right? So if our if the left side, if the left pointer character is not alphanumeric character, then what we need to do is we increment it, start plus plus and continue. Similarly, if the right pointer, if the character at the right pointer is not alphanumeric character, then we just ignore it by doing so. We decrease. So what we did is we increased the pointer and we just ignore it. Similarly, if there was a comma here and the pointer reached here, then we would simply ignore it by decreasing the pointer. Okay, so now else we return false and return true. So what we did here is uh, so let me explain. So we tested if the character at the same is equal or not. So if it's equal, we just ignore it. I mean, we just uh, run the next loop. So we increased our pointer and we decreased our end pointer. Now we test for these two. So these two are equal, right? So we increase our left pointer and decrease our left right pointer. So yeah. So if it's equal, then we just continue our loop, and if it's not equal, then we check why it is not equal. Is the character an alphanumeric string? Not an alphanumeric string. If it's not, then we just ignore. We just skip that non-alphanumeric character and redo the loop. So if all the condition fails, then it suggests that both the string were alphanumeric, yet they were not equal. So we return false, and hence it was not a palindrome. So let's run the code. Okay, so we are getting right. Let's submit it. Yeah, it's 95%, so which is a good rating. So yeah, thank you for watching till the end. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, guys.